Hey kids, Reverend James here with Children's Time for Sunday, June the 21st. Today's Father's Day, so I hope you can all celebrate Father's Day with your dads or grandfathers in some way. Maybe make them a homemade card or just tell them that you love them. Today I wanted to show you something, but I'm not going to tell you or show it to you just yet. I want you to try to guess, okay? So here's a clue. Besides sleeping, what does everyone do every night? The answer, dream. We can't always remember our dreams, but we dream every night. If you have a dream just before you wake up, you may be able to remember it. Have you ever had a dream that felt so real that you weren't sure if it even really happened or not? I'm sure we've all probably had bad dreams too. Sometimes we call them nightmares. What do you do when you wake up from a nightmare? Sometimes you want to cuddle with someone and wrap yourself in a blanket, get a cup of warm milk, just try to forget it, right? So I have something that I wanted to show you today that you may be familiar with, and it's called a dream catcher. A dream catcher is something that's kind of popular lately, but it's nothing really new. They've been around for a long time. Dream catchers were originally made and used by many different First Nations peoples. And today, on June 21st, we celebrate First Nations Peoples Day, where we remember those peoples who are here in Canada, who lived on the land, who were part of this country even before many of our ancestors came here and we began to live together. So according to legends, the dream catcher works to sort out our dreams, sifting out the unhelpful dreams and keeping the good dreams. The Ojibwe people made dream catchers and hung them near the bed of a sleeping baby, where it would be close enough to catch both good and bad dreams. The bad dreams were caught in the webbing, kind of like a net or a spider's web. And when the sun came up, the bad dreams would get burned away by the sunlight. The child's good dreams, however, trickled down into the feathers to be kept so that they could be dreamed again. So it kind of filters out the bad and keeps the good. That's the idea. Now we see dream catchers in all people's windows and places where they sleep. And so I like to think of them as a gift from our First Nations brothers and sisters, a way that we can think about our own dreams. One of the reasons I think dream catchers are so popular is because we know how important dreams are. And I'm not just talking about the kind of dreams when we're sleeping, but the things that we dream about and long for when we're awake. There are many things that we want for our world, for our church, for our families and friends, for ourselves. We hold many dreams for the people and for the world, and God asks us to think about these dreams. What sort of world does God invite us to create and to dream about? A place where everyone is loved. A world where everyone has everything that they need to live and to thrive. A world where everyone has friends that they can play with and to be honest with and really tell how they're feeling too, regardless of how they feel. In our reading today from Genesis, we hear of a young woman named Hagar. Now she was from Egypt, and all this took place anywhere between 3,000 and 3,500 years ago, so a long time ago. She was from Egypt, and she had dreams of her own of growing up and having a family and making her way in the world and being happy. But she ended up being sold into slavery and became the slave of Abraham and Sarah, who we heard about last week. Now, Abraham and Sarah didn't have any kids, and they were getting old, and they really wanted to have children. So they asked if Hagar would have a child for them. And she agreed to that. When you think about it, none of this was part of Hagar's own dream, to give birth to someone else's child, to be a slave somewhere else, to be away from her home, her family and friends. So it, in a sense, sort of became a nightmare for her. But in the midst of all this, as she was sad and crying and terrified, God came to her and told her that it's going to be okay, that God is with her throughout all of this, and that in fact she will have a son, and that she'll love him very much, and he'll love her, and they'll make a life together and be very happy. And her son Ishmael would become the father of many, many peoples, just as Abraham's son Isaac became the father of many people as well. So it's a call and a reminder that although maybe our dreams don't always go to plan, that God is with us, that God is at work trying to help make our dreams come true. Even if they don't come true in the way that we expect, God wants us to be happy and have life and family and friends and love. And so as followers of Jesus, there's lots and lots of dreams that we have. But Jesus asks us to be more than just dreamers. We have to be dream catchers. We have to catch the dreams of the world, the dreams that God wants for our world of a better place for all. Hold on to them and try to work and pray and do everything we can to make them happy. By loving and caring for each other, loving and caring for ourselves, by sharing and making this world a better place for all. So I actually bought from the dollar store this dream catcher kit that I was going to make with you on the video. But to be perfectly honest with you, I took a look at the instructions and I thought, I don't know if I can do this. So I really want to, and I'd like to make it with you, but I found a video that explains much better than I can how to make it. You don't necessarily need a whole kit, as long as you have a hoop and some beads and some string and maybe either feathers or ribbon to hang below. You can keep it very simple and you can make your own dream catcher. So I'm going to post the link to a YouTube video that shows you how to make it under children's resources on the website. Okay, thanks guys. I hope you have a great week. Take care and God bless you.